Welcome to the deep dive.
Eh.
Today, we're jumping right into something pretty intense. Picture this: a hospital room, raw emotion, and then straight out to the brink of a major clash.
That's right. It's a really pivotal moment we're looking at. We're digging into some powerful scenes here, and they give us this incredible window into, well, the emotional core of this group of young people. You see the loyalties shifting, the relationships. It's complex.
Absolutely. And our mission really is to pull out the key insights. We're talking friendship, family, the one you're born into and the one you choose, grief, prejudice, and also the surprising flashes of connection, even when things are incredibly tense.
Yeah, those moments where the lines blur between us and them. We want to explore what happens then.
Okay, so let's start. Where do we begin this journey?
We're right there in the hospital, Johnny's room, and it hits you immediately. The atmosphere, it's quiet but heavy. The doctor, well, he doesn't mince words, does he?
No, he really doesn't. It can't hurt now. And then just flat out, he is dying. You can almost feel Ponyboy and 2-Bit just reeling from that, the finality of it.
It's brutal. And then you have Johnny himself. Even in that state, he voices this profound fear.
I don't want to die now, he says it plain. 16 years ain't long enough. It's just gut-wrenching. He's thinking about everything he won't get to do.
And how little he's actually experienced. He mentions Windricksville, the only time I've been away. It puts his fear into perspective, doesn't it? It's not just ending. It's ending without having really lived much outside their small world.
Exactly. That limited scope makes it even sadder somehow.
Mm-hmm.
But even in that darkness, there are these little glimmers.
Yeah, like when he hears he's a hero in the paper, he manages that small bit of pride. Tough enough. It's quiet, but it's there.
And asking for Gone with the Wind again. For Ponyboy to read to him. It's more than just wanting a story, right? It feels like he's reaching for something. Connection, maybe? Escape.
I think so. Maybe reaching for a world that makes more sense than his own, perhaps. A bit of romance and heroism in the middle of all this grim reality. It shows that flicker of innocence he still holds on to.
And it makes you realize something crucial about his place in the gang.
Oh, definitely. The line about how they needed Johnny just as much as he needed them. That's huge.
Yeah, we couldn't get along without him. It totally reframes him. He wasn't just the kid they protected.
No, he was like their anchor, their conscience in a way. His vulnerability kind of held them together, oddly enough. It made them fiercely loyal.
That loyalty, that need for connection. It really throws the whole idea of family into sharp relief.
Yeah.
Especially when his mother shows up.
Oh, that scene. The change in Johnny is instantaneous. He goes from surprise to just pure anger.
Tell her to leave me alone. He's so emphatic. For once. Just to leave me alone. And the emotion is so strong it makes him pass out. You see the damage there.
It's devastating. And then the mother's reaction to Ponyboy and 2-Bit, it's just dripping with bitterness and blame.
It was your fault. She just lashes out, blaming them for everything, for him getting jailed, running around.
It shows how that kind of pain and maybe guilt just twists things, Instead of comfort, she brings more hurt right when he needs it least. It's tragic.
And 2-Bit, who's usually the clown, he just snaps back.
No wonder he hates your guts. It's harsh, but you understand the fury behind it.
And later, he's just sad about it. He has to live with that. 2-Bit sees the real burden Johnny carries because of her.
Yeah. And then Ponyboy thinks about his own mother. Beautiful and golden. The contrast couldn't be clearer.
It really pushes that question forward, doesn't it? What is family? Is it just blood?
Or is it the people who actually show up for you, who offer support, like the gang does for Johnny? It seems pretty clear where he found his real sense of belonging.
Yeah, it really does. Okay, so while all this is unfolding, we also see Dally dealing with it. In his own way, of course.
Right. He's putting on his usual act, the mean, ornery self, complaining about the hospital rules, wanting a smoke. Typical Dally.
But then there's that moment. He asks about Johnny.
And when he hears how bad it is that Jissy passed out, his jaw just goes white. That mask completely drops for a second.
It's a rare glimpse, isn't it? Shows how deep that connection with Johnny actually ran beneath all the toughness.
Absolutely. And then he asks 2-Bit for the switchblade.
Which is not a small ask. That's 2-Bit's prized possession. It's part of his identity almost.
And 2-Bit gives it to him, just like that, without a moment's hesitation.
Wow. That says everything about their understanding, doesn't it? No words needed. 2-Bit gets it. He gets Dally's pain and is ready to do something.
Exactly. And Dally makes it clear what that something is. We got to win that fight tonight. We got to get even with the socks. For Johnny.
It's pure Dally. Grief channeled straight into violence, into revenge. It's the only way he knows how to respond, maybe.
Seems like it. It's how he processes, or maybe doesn't process, the grief. It's about action, about hitting back because the hurt is too much. It's that code they live by.
Meanwhile, Ponyboy's dealing with his own stuff. He's feeling physically sick.
Yeah, awful hot, sick to my stomach. But he's determined not to show it, right? Especially not to Derry before the rumble.
Classic teenager move, maybe. Don't want to seem weak, don't want to be sidelined when something big is happening.
For sure. And he's thinking about Derry, too. How strict he is, stricter than their parents were.
And that realization he has, it's pretty profound. That the only thing keeping Derry from being a Solek, from maybe having a totally different life, is us, the gang, his brothers.
That's a heavy realization for a kid to have about his older brother. Understanding that sacrifice Derry's making, the weight he carries, Ponyboy really feels that.
And alongside feeling sick, he has this dread, this sick feeling, a deathly fear about the rumble.
It's more than just nerves, isn't it? It feels like a real premonition. Like he senses something inevitable, something bad is coming that nobody can stop.
Yeah, a real sense of foreboding. He's tuned in, somehow. More sensitive to the currents than maybe some of the others.
It definitely casts a shadow over the build-up to the fight. You feel that tension ratcheting up.
And speaking of the fight, Cherry Valance enters the picture again just before it, playing that bridge role.
Right. She confirms the rules they agreed on. No weapons, fair deal, your rules. Which is kind of amazing, really.
It is. It shows there's still some kind of, I don't know, communication, maybe even a strange sort of honor between these groups who are supposed to just hate each other.
But Cherry herself is torn up. You see her conflict so clearly. She admits Bob asked for it, but she can't look at Johnny because he killed Bob.
And she talks about Bob's two sides, sweet sometimes, but violent when drunk. She's not making excuses, just being honest about how complicated people are.
Which is something Ponyboy struggles to grasp at that moment. She's showing him the enemy is human, complex, not just a caricature.
And she asks that question, why do people sell liquor to boys? Why? Shifting the focus.
Yeah, it broadens things out, doesn't it? It's not just about these kids and their fights. It's about the society around them, the things that enable this violence. It's a really powerful question.
But Ponyboy's too raw, too angry right then. He just lashes out.
Calls her a traitor, says she's not loyal, accuses her of offering handouts. He's hurting, and he directs it at her because she represents that other side, the side that took Johnny, essentially.
It's a painful moment.
Yeah.
You can't see past the divide right then.
Yeah.
But then something shifts.
Yeah. After the anger, that quiet question comes out. Can she see the sunset from the west side?
And his follow-up. You could see it good from the east side, too. Just, wow.
It's such a simple, beautiful moment of connection. After all the conflict and bitterness, this reminder that they share the same sky, the same basic human experiences.
It cuts through everything, doesn't it? That small observation. It suggests that even across the biggest divides, there's common ground. A shared humanity.
A really powerful symbol of hope, maybe. Or just recognition, seeing the person, not just the label.
So bringing this all together, what have we really seen in this deep dive? We've seen these incredibly strong bonds of friendship, this chosen family holding together when biological family fails spectacularly.
Definitely. And we've seen loyalty that drives people to extremes, the weight of grief, but also these unexpected moments of empathy. Like that sunset, flashes of understanding across enemy lines.
It really paints a picture of how complex human relationships are, especially under pressure. How people find connection even in really harsh circumstances.
Exactly. It's not simple. None of it.
So for you, our listener, maybe a final thought to carry away.
Yeah.
How much do our chosen families really define us, particularly when our original families let us down? And maybe think about those small things, those shared moments like watching a sunset. What power do they have to connect us, to bridge those gaps, even when the world tries to keep us apart?